Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be going over the second floor of the new Tower of Trials today. Obviously, if you haven't seen the first one, I do already have a video out for that, so go check that out if you need to, or you just haven't been able to get past floor 1 yet. But on this floor, if you don't know the gimmick to these already, they have hidden abilities and everything like that. From my understanding, the big gimmick here on this one is that you want to have Molascula. I don't know, there's no real good way for us to tell what the specific wording of the unique is or anything like that, but from my understanding, you basically want to have a Lost Vein Meliodas as maxed out as you can get him. Hopefully, you guys have Lost Vein and you have a decent ultimate. You can beat it without Lost Vein. Honestly, you just need somebody who can do really big damage with an AoE card. So I mean, there's multiple options out there. I think Seaton has already released a video where he did it with Green King. I think the big kicker there is you need to have kind of like a specific set of gear to really maximize his like crit damage and everything like that, because Green King as a unit kind of like builds up his ult gauge and gets crit chance from that. So we're going to be going with sort of like the basic standard team. You want to use Molascula because the gimmick here is that the enemies actually have reflect. So you basically want to have as much damage as possible, but they're going to deal that damage right back to your character that's attacking. So you want to have Molascula so that way she can keep your character alive and you can still deal big damage. So it obviously works best if you have a 6/6 Lost Vein. Luckily, I actually do have a 6/6 Lost Vein, but that's just honestly pure luck. I didn't like try to summon for, you know, crazy Lost Vein dupes or anything like that. It just ended up working out in my favor, sort of like that. So hopefully, if you guys don't have a 6/6 Lost Vein, you should be able to still use Lost Vein, hopefully, but it might not do quite as much with the ultimate damage. You just need to make sure that you're using someone with really good AoE damage and preferably a really good AoE ult. So we're going to upgrade on Lost Vein right quick. We're going to try to rush ult as quickly as possible here. I don't want to waste too many cards in hand, so that way I can make sure that I get extra damage off with the ultimate. So you can see I've already killed myself with Lost Vein. They're going to attack the other characters, it seems like, quite a bit. I kind of wish they would upgrade Lost Vein instead. Okay, so we do upgrade on Lost Vein there. We only have 2 cards in hand here, though, so this is going to be really interesting on whether or not we actually are able to kill them. We could potentially try and waste a turn here. He's got his ultimate, though, so let's try to get rid of some of these cards in hand, maybe, and see if we can pull a couple of extra Lost Vein cards just to kind of secure this, because I honestly, this is the first time doing it. I don't know how well it's going to go. So I think we still have 1 more turn after this that we could potentially try to get more cards, but if we don't beat it here, might not go very well for us. So Gother is already like on his way out the door. Yeah, so Gother is down, unfortunately. As long as they don't kill Molascula, it doesn't get rid of our buff here. No Lost Vein card, unfortunately. And then I think it should be over on our next turn, actually. So let's go ahead and try this out. We're going to throw all of these cards out here and hope for the best. It's only 2 cards in hand with Lost Vein's ult, and it did not do quite as much as I was hoping for. Actually, it didn't do a whole lot in general, so may end up having to do another run on this one just to try to maybe get more cards in hand, but yeah, we'll come back and try with another run. Okay, so we're back for another run. Let's see how well we can do this time. We actually had pretty good RNG on the card draw with the last one, so maybe it does not look like we're going to get that lucky. But I think maybe the goal here is to try and get as ranked up on Lost Vein as we can, and maybe whittle the characters down a little bit before we ult, because as long as he has the passive up, we should be able to still use the regular cards and everything like that, no problem. So there, we've already got max cards, or like maxed out cards with Lost Vein. So let's go ahead and use both of these. Actually, let's use one, move it, and then use the other one, so that way we can get our ultimate ready. So that reflects that. We already activated the unique on the left one. I think that's basically what you want to do. You want to make sure that you activate the revive on both of the side units first. Does not look like they're going to upgrade my Lost Vein all the way on this one. And I can't really attack with the other characters because the reflect damage is so crazy here. So we're going to waste some of these cards in hand. And I think we will use this card right here. So boom, boom, boom. Pretty okay damage. He's obviously a blue unit, so he's got type disadvantage. Only one Lost Vein card. That's a little unfortunate. Hopefully we can try to rank it up a decent bit here. Honestly, I think if you can luck out and pull a lot of AoE cards with Lost Vein while you're under Melascula's passive, you should be okay to get enough damage off. But I think it's just going to be all RNG here. So we only have one card in hand, so let's try that. It might end up killing the one on the left. So it did kill the one on the left. Almost killed Bon as well. This actually might kill Bon. It does. So now we just have to worry about the one unit here. So we have Melascula's ult as well. The big kicker here is if we're going to be able to kill him without reflecting too much damage and end up killing ourselves. So I think I don't know if we should upgrade Lost Vein. Lost Vein's dead either way, so maybe we do upgrade Lost Vein just to get a little bit more damage out and then try to ult with Melascula and hope that this kills. Because we're still type disadvantaged with Melascula as well. My Melascula's ultimate is definitely not nearly as high. So we did not kill there, actually. So she is dead. We're really close, though. I think if we can maybe rush another ult, we might be okay. Because they honestly don't deal too much damage. And it doesn't look like he lifesteals a whole lot or anything like that. So let's just merge these two cards right here. And then it would be kind of nice if we could get a level 3 invasion arrow. But I think we're just going to waste this anyway, because we don't really need it in hand. And this ult plus Death Pierce's card should definitely be enough to get us over the edge, because we've got 2 green units against a blue unit who's almost dead. You can see he barely had any sort of lifesteal back on that. So we're gonna try to kill with Death Pierce here just for a meme. Boom, we do kill. That's the floor. So definitely make sure that the 2 side characters have both of their passives already activated, so that way they've already revived once. And then if you can, try to burst down with Lost Vein with his ultimate if possible. If you're using another character, just try to make sure that you're trying to burst down the 2 side units with the one character that you're DPSing with that has Melascula's passive activated, because just a regular bronze card on on one character is enough to reflect and kill yourself. So be very careful with this one. Obviously, the rewards on this one aren't the greatest, but you have to beat this floor to get to the 3rd floor, which the 3rd floor has the best rewards on these first 3 anyway. So that is pretty much it for this one. Hopefully, I helped you guys out. Like I said, I'm not like the greatest sort of like guy when it comes to this sort of stuff, but a lot of the passives and uniques and stuff like that for this has already been kind of like worked out, and a lot of people have a lot of information on this already. So I'm just kind of trying to give you sort of like a video guide on how you can get through it and what kind of like team comp you should try to be using if you have the characters for it. So that is basically it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in part 3 if you need me. If not, you know, feel free to come back later sometime. I don't know. We've got cool content here, I guess, maybe. Up to you. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.